the Throwdown Rocket League OCE Championship, proudly supported by Macca's. The Monopoly game is back at Macca's for your chance at 1 at 5 will instantly win. I'm Hysterics, this is Yummy Cheese Man, and Korea Lord sits at the end of the table. And with our new logo, our new fresh kicks and looks, baby, we just saw some exceptional play coming through, an exceptional best-of-5 series.
As you'd expect, the OCE scene is getting stronger and stronger. They're ready to take it to NA and EU. Yeah, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Well, we do have that 100% win rate against NA.
Well, yeah, I guess. Sorry, we're ready to take on the best teams in the world and NA.
Wow. Throwing shade already, but there are teams that have just secured themselves into our league play. We have 4 of them in the upper bracket: Pale Horse, Legacy, Scylla, and Avant Gaming.
All 4 of them are expected to go through. They're all part of the Big 6 that we've been talking about all day. They've all secured league spots, and now there's 2 spots left for teams that have never been in this big competition before.
Pale Horse were community teams last season, so anyone can come up and rise to the occasion.
The lower bracket, however, has been a struggle. It's been a longer game. Well, game time for these guys especially.
This is the exciting part for me. This is where we find out who are the new guys. Who are the Pale Horse esports of Season 4? Who has the chance to not only make this big bucks, to go through and maybe get an organization and potentially make it to their first ever LAN. A lot of these teams haven't been to one.
Yeah, that's the big thing as well. And we're seeing such tight competition. Outlaws, we all talked about, had a chance at running it. They've been knocked out by Lynx. There's so many big teams that are coming through that lower bracket.
It's going to be amazing. I'm excited, and I just want to get in and see who's the next one to qualify.
So our first one, of course, because we're still waiting for Vinyl Room and Square One to face off and finish their game, which means we see Noizee, Isn't Toxic, and Lynx coming through. Now, we had questions about Lynx before, gents. We were asking, you know, are they really in their form? Like, what do they need to do to improve? And we haven't seen Noizee, Isn't Toxic yet.
Lynx made the big lower bracket run. Noizee, Isn't Toxic got just obliterated by Pale Horse Esports.
They did 3-0.
You can't say much. Pale Horse are the first seed in this bracket.
Yep.
Only being higher seeded by Jam and Chiefs, who have already made it through. Chiefs being the old Alpha Sydney roster. You know and love. But Lynx have a chance now to get through. Noizee, Isn't Toxic. We've seen Outlast in the last season. He's going to be their front runner, their veteran player, to try and get them through. But for the other 2 on their team, they're brand new as well.
Yeah, so we're going to see them trying to step up to this occasion. And it's not just because they haven't been in here, it doesn't mean they don't have the skill. We've seen in past seasons that the new teams can compete with that Power 6.
And this is the highest pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Winner goes through, loser, dreams are dead. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Ruthless, absolutely ruthless. But this has been such a big run, and for them to get this far and not take the seed, not take the win. I mean, yes, it is the lower bracket, but you've gone through 3, 4, so many series.
They've played about, if you stayed in the lower bracket, Lynx, who came in on the lower bracket, they'll have played about 9 series at this point. This will be their 9th, not over one day, over 2 weekends.
Yep.
So there's an advantage there. But they've really slogged it out compared to Noizee, Isn't Toxic, who sort of made the upper bracket run 4 or 5 series.
So Lynx, we saw they struggled a little bit. It was a bit questionable how they played earlier today. But coming through Korea, let's get your predictions on this, because we know that Lynx has what it takes, but we haven't seen Noizee, Isn't Toxic. So tell me what you think.
Well, so this is interesting for me, because Noizee's the players have all been consistently around the outside of the OCE scene, just not as a unit. They're kind of like mercs for hire that other teams pick up and add to fill the rosters, and they all do reasonably well. But the old Gooses team, which has now been picked up by Lynx, are really strong, and they just knocked out Outlaws, who was one of my picks to get through. So I have big props for them, and I reckon they could do it.
Big props as well, taking out Outlaws. I forgot about that. And they're in a good spot. They've got the teamwork right now. Snares coming in from overseas, moving to Australia even just like 4 or 5 months ago. He's hungry for his berth, and I'm going to give it to Lynx 3-2.
3-2, and Korea, remind us of your scores.
3-2.
3-2 for Lynx. Let's see as we do move into one of the final seeds coming forward for OCE League play. These guys, if they lose this series, they will be knocked out. It's Lynx taking on Noizee, Isn't Toxic, and Yummy Cheese Man is going to take me through this.
I expect a big showing from both of these teams. Noizee and Toxic, led by frontman Outlast, who we saw in league play last time.
Yep.
On the other side, well, sorry, with Noizee and who was their third? They're on the pitch somewhere. Oh, Zest. Zest, who used to be the sub on SSU, which has Elusive and Shady on it.
Ah, okay.
So he's not new to the scene or anything like that, but it's a big showing. He needs to really step up against this team, and wow, Outlast the first goal.
Big start for Noizee and Toxic, just lobs it over the top, and a little bit anticlimactic. Didn't expect that one to go through, but that is a great start for Noizee and Toxic in game one.
You can see as well, Lynx a little bit nervy. It is do or die right now. And they all stacked up. They were all so excited to get on that ball, and it wasn't enough.
But didn't we talk this through? I think Korea and I were saying the same thing in the showcasing from Lynx before, that they either commit or they overcommit, and we just see mistakes being made from the squad.
It's really hard because they're such good players mechanically, and they are a good team. They've been getting on great results, but they're inconsistent with their rotations.
Yeah, but when we see Lynx step up, I mean, players like Sammy has really been, or you even MVP'd him before. I think if he could do the same, he might get another one coming through. Noizee and Toxic. Zest is going to come through off the roof, setting the ball up right in front of that net. Noizee hits it on back, the man himself. And we'll see. I mean, I hope he isn't toxic, but we're going to find out if they don't win it here. We'll definitely find out if he's getting banned.
I don't think we'll ban him, but they've got such a long run here. They're both super hungry. Lynx for their first opportunity. Noizee to get back in. And already we're seeing some big plays coming out from Lynx.
Lynx setting the ball up off the backboard. Outlast will receive and gets bumped by his own teammate. Could be a mistake. Snaz is coming up the field off the right wing. Hits the ball up for Delusion to drop through. It's not gonna find its mark. Zest hits the ball, but Sammy taking it nice and slow. Who finds the follow through? No one is there, Cheeseman.
They've just rotated so far back. It's the same thing with Conspiracy Esports. They're sitting at the back of the pitch. They're giving up offensive opportunities, and it's not good enough. You need to be able to play aggressively.
That's right. Noizee already has the first goal. And Lynx are trying to drop the ball right in front of that net, but let's see how they rotate forward. At the moment, Noizee and Toxic has a bit more of that possession game, but Lynx not able to do much with the ball so far. 2 minutes 30 remaining in game number one. It's just been that simple goal from Outlast that's kind of accelerated the series.
I'd really like to see what Zest is doing. He's holding back. He's making sure that his two teammates have every opportunity to make those aggressive plays. And especially when you see the caliber of player of Outlast and Noizee, they're the ones who are going to get scoring goals.
It's a great hit from Delusion around the corner, however, and Lynx are continuing on their assault. Whereas Noizee and Toxic finally get the ball, and Zest is going to dribble it himself, loses possession, and it's given right back over to Lynx. Delusion off of the roof will drop the ball in front. A big miss. Lynx need to recover the ball. Outlast in front of the goal. And you can see what they were going for there, but just unable to execute. Maybe to fix it up now. Sammy's there, has a shot. Close. Great save from Noizee. Will keep the dream alive.
That was one of the hardest saves you could possibly make. It doesn't look difficult, but Noizee off the side post, able to get that one out and the clear at the same time. That should have been Lynx's goal.
It might just keep them in the game with 1:30, one of the last spots in league play coming through. Outlast is just going to dribble the ball out, get it to safety. Sammy ready and getting into a position where he can hit the ball, but it's back down Lynx's side of the field. That's a soft clear again. Noizee hits the ball back, ready to lock it in for the second goal. It might just secure it away. Lynx just not securing the ball here. Sammy recovers it. Has he got it? Hits the crossbar. Lynx not having the best time. That should have been locked in as well.
There's so many goals. I'm not one to say that there's luck in Rocket League, but they're so unlucky right now. The crossbar and just bounced out, just in the perfect position, and it's happened time and time again.
What's going on with Lynx? 50 seconds. Whether it's luck, whether it's skill, I think right now not having the best run. Here it goes again. Set it up for Noizee.
Opportunity.
There, Lynx push it on up. Outlast coming through around the corner. Will actually sort of reset this ball, but Lynx are not done just yet. They're trying to position forward. They're trying to play the aggression. 35 seconds. Here it is. The shot, the equalizer. Great from Sammy.
Sammy out of nowhere, up in the air, gets this one through, and a bit of a mistouch by Noizee. But this is what they need, the placement. They've gone wide time and time again. Lynx have looked the best team in this game.
Yeah.
But it's only a tie so far.
30 seconds, maybe overtime in game one. We're about to find out. Lynx, he said, yes, they have looked better. They have had slightly more possession as the game has been going on. And Outlast ready to shut me up here and now. Sammy in defense, Zest pushing up. Lynx looking to play this into overtime. Zest misses the ball. They will just get the clear for now.
Clear was really important. Lynx couldn't afford to hold that in their back half. This is 6 seconds remaining for a team to prevent it going overtime, and the save comes out. I couldn't see that was Outlast getting credited, but it was a two-man save.
So Noizee's and Toxic takes it to overtime. Lynx almost securing game one away. But we're now into our first overtime of this series with a quick demolition. Does it affect Noizee and Toxic? The answer for now is no, and they'll push it up the field with only 10 seconds into overtime.
Talking of experience once again, Lynx is the more rookie team. Outlast has a lot of experience, so does Noizee, and that really favors a team in overtime, but it doesn't matter. Snares. Woo, off the back.
Almost bringing it into fruition. I mean, experience not going to matter if you score the goal into the first 30 seconds. Sammy setting it on up. This is really nice for Lynx. They lose the ball, however. Opportunity for Noizee and Toxic if they can push it to its limit. Sammy back in time, so good work from Lynx. But here we go, the shot again. Outlast positioning around this corner. He's going to try and dribble the ball in, or at least set it up. The shot from Noizee, it hits the roof, it bounces down, and Delusion will capitalize on it.
You can see the 1v1 skills coming out from both Noizee and Outlast. Their spacing is perfect. Give them any time and they'll get a shot on like that. Noizee, the side post was there. Delusion gets his savior badge.
That was one of the Lynx goals, if I've ever seen one of the luck, quote unquote. Zest doesn't believe in luck right here. He's trying to find that goal to get us out of overtime. Already a minute in. And it looks like both teams here are neck and neck. The last opportunity for league play starts with game number one. See how desperately they're both.
It all comes down to this. We've talked about it. Momentum really helps you throughout the series. Whoever wins the first game has a big advantage. And it's come to overtime.
In game number one, no doubt. Outlast, you can see what he's trying to do with the ball there, but doesn't really find anything from it. Noizee reaches up and Lynx get it all the way down to this side of the field. Outlast playing with fire here, dribbling the ball, will finally lose it. Lynx set up in front of the goal, but they're not rushing in to take a shot anytime soon. They're just pushing it back, waiting for Outlast to make a crucial mistake like that.
That wasn't even a mistake. What a shot by Snares. Outlast didn't get the clear he wanted, but you don't expect that shot to go in, and you can see Noizee in the net. He wasn't expecting it either. And holy moly, Lynx, they're looking like the team. They're looking like a league play team.
What an improvement over that game, however. Going against Noizee, not Toxic. It's not isn't anymore, it's just not. They're scared. They're scared that we're judging them too critically. But the side of Lynx, real improvement in that game, and they will take game one.
And in overtime, they were the team in the lead.
Yep.
Talk about nerves, talk about pressure. I guess it doesn't matter. They had the ball in the orange half for about a minute of that overtime, all in a row. And Outlast didn't have any boost at the end there. None of them really had any boost. It was just a little too long. And for Noizee isn't Toxic, they need to start getting some teamwork in defense. They need to find more creative ways to get it out.
But isn't it incredible? I mean, that last goal was Sammy, correct?
No, it was Snares.
Was it Snares?
They're all so highly skilled. Sammy has been playing well all over the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Snares, the import from France to China to Australia, he's all over the place, but he's also all over the pitch as well.
I guess, yeah.
And then Delusion was coming through. Snares and Delusion, they weren't quite hitting their shots at the start. They're hitting it a little bit wide, and that was the difference. If they're hitting their shots, they're just going to run away with the series.
Yeah, exactly right. And again, bringing back to that point of improvement, we saw improvement over the last series from Lynx. And so far in game one, I think just that quicker response to Noizee and Toxic means they pick up game number one. We move into game number two, and straight off the kickoff, Great passing play. Getting right onto the good foot there.
Yeah, the fast kickoff coming out from Lynx. That is a strategy that shows they've been putting in the work and the practice. Snares. Try to sneak that one in.
Lynx
Sneaky peeky like.
looking pretty good in game number 2 as well. We'll see how this affects them. Noizees and Toxic finally have an opportunity. They bring it harshly off the kickoff, and Outlast is now waiting back. They're just going to let Lynx clear it and maybe try and reset again.
It doesn't matter. Lynx know where Noizee and Toxic are hitting it. They're able to shut this down. There's an open opportunity, but no one is there.
Outlast recovers the ball. He follows it through. Lynx had a moment there, but Outlast hitting the ball down. What is this?
Outlast?
What is this?
Outlast!
What was that, yummy cheese man?
The air dribble, I thought he didn't even have it at the start, but he gets around the ball. Another touch and another, just holds it through. Both Lynx players caught with their controller in their hand going, what do we do? Do we backflip? I don't know.
I don't know how you predict that shot going. I don't think you ever do. That was incredible from Outlast.
The fact that he caught it again a second time threw them off. And it's mechanical play from Outlast. He's huge. He's not a big team player, but when he's got the ball, he can make plays like that.
But that mechanical play is going to put Noizee and Toxic ahead. Lynx are trying to throw it right on back. Bit of a curveball. Lynx drop the ball down, and Noizee will be successful in their defense, but for how long? Quick demolition in front of goal is Delusion onto Outlast, so no more mechanics. Still playing harshly. Outlast hits the ball down. It is received and will again just be re-cleared and reset.
Zest is so clever in defense too. Every touch, just to the right place.
Yep.
He's not doing much on attack, but it doesn't matter. Noizee off the roof.
He's looking to be the next Outlast. Everyone's shown mechanical prowess in Noizees and Toxic, and really in game number 2, they've kicked it off to a flying start.
That's their win condition. Noizee and Outlast, both ones players, both with the mechanics. That was not the best challenge, but it works out in the end.
Yeah, Zest will regain control of that ball. It bounces and drops, and Lynx are struggling to make work of the play coming through from Noizees and Toxic right now. And you talk about that win condition, you say how mechanically great these guys are, but Lynx are struggling right now. They've had a couple of good shots, and Noizee keep managing to defend.
It's just enough, but we got to remember last game, they were also a goal down. They tied it up, took it to overtime, and 1 goal is definitely doable for Lynx.
Sammy making sure the ball doesn't get past that halfway point, but eventually Noizees and Toxic get that clear, and Snares will now go on top of the ball, give it a bit of boost and a bit of that momentum we talk about. Lynx, the shot into the corner, unlucky again.
They're just so plagued. The Mountain Cat over on the right, the side post, is just denying them over and over again.
It's unfortunate for Lynx, but at 2 minutes, they're still a goal down. They have a couple of good shots, but none really hitting in, which is what matters at the end of the day. This league play spot could plague them as well at this rate, because Noizees and Toxic are playing with time, and that 1 goal seems to suit them right now.
They've held it in the half, though, for a while. Right now, Noizees and Toxic, that's the last of their boost. And Outlast doesn't even have a chance to get it, but he doesn't need boost. One of the signs of their brilliant 1v1 play.
So you can see there's a lot of demolitions coming through from Lynx, but it doesn't seem to matter. Noizees and Toxic really recover, and they just get one big basic clear, and it works out. Zest trying to come up off this wing. Lynx are butting heads with each other. This is very impactful. Noizees and Toxic will bring it back down, but carefully, you have to look at Lynx and say that was probably not the best idea.
This is an opportunity. Noizee off the corner, and Outlast has to come through. But that wasn't the best first touch I've ever seen.
No, not the best, not the worst. We'll just keep it somewhere in the middle. Lynx, 1 minute remaining. The second game is getting amazingly close. What is happening with Lynx? Okay, it's not over yet, Cheese Man. We're going to have another shot at goal, trying to slip it through the line of defense.
They just need this 1 goal, and they can't get it. The side post over and over again. It's been the story of game 1 and game 2, and this could be their hopes and dreams down to that side post. Is it nerves? Is it pressure? Is it lack of practice?
Not sure. At this point in the stage, I'm not going to take any more guesses because Lynx have 30 seconds. Guesses do not result in answers, only more questions. For Lynx, the question is, why can't we score this equalizing goal? Noizee will take the ball. 15 seconds. Lynx dire straits for game number 2. This is getting very questionable, but hey, 10 seconds remaining, Cheeseman. I think Noizee might have this game.
Noizee, he's not toxic, but he's venomous. He's putting these shots on. That is the 1-0. That was all they needed. 1 goal is the difference in both games so far. It's going to be a tight series.
Noizee isn't toxic. Equalize 1 across the board. We might have the old Avant Gaming and Vinyl Room back again. Lynx just, I don't want to say unlucky, but I might have to. That was.
It kind of feels unlucky, but if you can't hit an open net, they had more net open to them than what they were hitting.
Yep.
And it comes down to you need to hit your shots. If you want to be a top 8 team in OCE, you need to hit your shots. You need to fulfill your opportunities.
So Lynx aren't doing that, and Noizees and Toxic do the one thing that they're good at and just play their own game. The 3 of them individually mechanical.
Yeah, they don't even need the passes to go on because they just set up a play. You might see Outlast with a big dribble or a big 50-50, and that'll go up for the other 2. It's still creating a ton of pressure up there, and when they have boost, they're fine. In order to cancel them out, they need to, Lynx need to cancel out all their boost like we've seen. They need to keep it that way without letting them get a clear.
Okay, so coming into game number 3, looking to see Lynx tighten everything up just a little bit there. And you talk about boost management. Well, let's see if it plays out for them. Here we go, game number 3. Lynx, you can't help but feel bad for that last one, but they did the same thing in game number 1. They need to get these shots. They need to secure them or go for crazy rapid ones like that.
That looked like a shot. It looked amazing. And again, it hits the backboard. Again, it hits the crossbar. And it's just plagued them throughout the entire series.
Snares hits the ball, comes flying out of nowhere, but Outlast playing his own game once again. Bit of team management there. Nicely done by Noizees and Toxic.
The 2 touches, they played it close to each other, looking for those short passes, and that's such a good flick by Outlast. The final touch there just to get it past Delusion. And this is Troubletown. We saw them get 1 goal in the lead on the last one, and they held it.
And Lynx could not respond to it. Noizees and Toxic, a good showing here for the chance at league play. Really bringing it back after game number 1. Lynx, see what they can do. It's only 30 seconds in, and it is simply 1 goal. But at this rate, I'm a little bit worried for Lynx Esports.
It's tough for them. They're the new team on the block, and it's very hard to control your morale when you keep hitting those posts over and over again. I don't know if they have the mental game to keep up with that. Zest, he's hitting the post as well.
But Lynx are passing right in front of their net. This is not something you want to do, ladies and gents. You want to be making sure you make these safe plays. And right now, I mean, you don't call this safe, you call this very mechanical from Outlast. Trying to get one of his stylistic goals again, and then trying to clean this up to a 2-0.
You can really see the 2-man offense. Noizee and Outlast have been playing up forward, and Zest just letting him again hold that forward and coming through for a save.
Minute 30, Lynx not finding another goal, and yes, a very good save, but Outlast is there. That's a soft clear. Is it good enough? The answer is yes, because Snares is back in time, but Noizee's there. Doesn't challenge the ball, leaves it to Delusional. Lynx, better class of play, but Zest is still there. Delusion misses the ball in this corner. Sammy's coming up to receive, but Outlast has already popped it over the top.
I'm so impressed with Zest right now, filling in with this roster as probably the player with the least experience and yet making the most saves and keeping Noizee 1 ahead. I don't even see how Lynx get this next goal.
Yeah, 3 minutes and really not showing any prowess in game number 3. Noizee isn't toxic, keeping the defense nice and strong, and Zest, as you said, adapting to this role. We can see that Sammy is just trying to get the clear up, but Lynx are very forced back into defense, now finally getting the opportunity, but still not securing the goal.
Oh, this one's open. This should go in. Delusion threads the needle, and there was 3 shots on there that put the pressure on. Snares with a great little pass across. And that is going to tie up the game. This is the start of the comeback for Lynx.
This is what Lynx want. I was a liar there, just as I said. Lynx aren't going to find that goal. They proved me wrong once more. At 2 minutes 40
Why are you
already.
lying on stream? Can you just tell the truth?
I just want to be cool. You know, it's all I ask for.
That's impossible.
Okay, well, something I can work at, or at least try to work at. over the next couple of
There
weeks.
were some sunnies on the desk earlier.
Those were mine.
Those are yours.
Those are mine.
Maybe you're trying too hard.
I think they're chick sunglasses anyway. But hang on, that's our little secret there. Maybe to the other 20,000 people that are watching Lynx. This is not good for them. Noizees and Toxic have continued to keep the ball around their side of the field, but Snares is taking it all the way. Outlast will reciprocate, steal it. Delusion, back and forth. The game goes like ping pong. We're really playing around this midfield.
Haven't been able to get it into either end, and shots are coming in low. Then not a lot coming through.
Yep.
As it's about a battle of the midfield so far.
Snares dribbles the ball a little bit through the air, leaving it forward. Lynx just need to have a shot. Sammy should have been there. That's what they were setting up for, just to pile drive it right through the center.
No passes coming out from Lynx. They're not holding that side position, and they want to get to this again before it goes into overtime. They need to secure this and take out this game 3.
Things are looking close for Lynx, but I mean, at least scoring that goal kind of gets rid of any bad voodoo they had with their luck. And Snares on the left-hand wing will now be setting up to get rid of more than just voodoo. Outlast gets demoed, but it doesn't matter. Noizee still has control. Zest is here. Have they found a position that they like?
You know, that one was going off the side post again.
Yeah, the usual for Lynx. I mean, it's haunting them now, Chief.
They saved the side post. They sived.
They sived it. They sived it. And this is the problem with siving things. I mean, you can't really find the goal. Instead, you just find more sives. 45 seconds. Lynx really want this goal. This is a very different pace of game than we've seen all day today. This is one where both teams are acting a little bit scared, not finding it. There it is.
No way.
Again. What is it with Lynx? Complete the ball.
Please, somebody hit it in the net. What is going on? There's 25 seconds. Its next goal wins at this point.
This is killing
and we're
me.
still hitting the crossbar. Please, Lynx. Please, Noizee isn't toxic. That was... Outlast almost ran for that boost. He just turned around. Such good mechanical play to spin, but oh my god.
One last play, 5 seconds
This
remaining.
is it, Outlast with the solo.
Here it is, rolling it through.
Oh!
Sammy, great save. We'll keep it alive. Now we're going to overtime.
But it's about who can hit an open net at this point. Both of them getting opportunity after opportunity, but it's just not quite working out.
League play, the share of $25,000 US, a chance to go to RLCS. It is on the line, one apiece. Overtime begins now.
No matter what, 3 players' dreams are gonna die in this overtime, and 3 are gonna make it.
That's right. We may only be into game number 3, but this is everything here. Snares tries to get it over Noizee. That's a great touch. He doesn't reciprocate it.
Oh!
Lynx, have a shot. Zest just stood there.
Sammy coming through once again. Sammy. Why so hammy? Just keeps hamming it up and hitting it across. I was trying to be like Jake. But, man, Sammy has picked it up at the end. He picked it up in game 1 as well to secure with Snares alongside him. And I'm going to have a heart attack.
I mean, Lynx finally hit the shot. They finally hit the shot, and it was Sammy.
That's all it took.
Out of everyone.
You just have to hit it towards the net and not the side post, the crossbar.
Do you think...
At least then your opponents have to defend and save.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Do you think they're trying to be like, they're trying to do like a Kami?
This is going to be a good
Or they're trying to be like a CJM? Do you think they're just trying to like be, flashy plays rather than let's just actually have a shot?
Kami is not a flashy player, but he gets such great angles.
I mean, that's flashy for me.
And for them, they're trying to get a lot of good passes going over on Lynx, and that's what's winning them the games. They're able to get it down from one end of the pitch to the other using teamwork.
That's the main thing.
That is amazing. CJM, you could compare him with Outlast.
Yep.
Outlast is looking for those dribble plays, and they're not working out. He's been close, really, really close a couple of times. He set up a great play. That was the one dribble. But when you're doing 10 dribbles in a game and only one of them work out, it's not a high enough win percentage.
Lynx are 1 win away, however, in game 4. Noizees and Toxic dropping the ball, and Lynx capitalizing hard in that last one. Let's see what they have. This could be an opportunity. Delusion's there, met with an unsteady fate, as Lynx are actually starting this game off strong. This is a good response.
Again, they're keeping the pressure. A little bit of an overcommit by Sammy. Not what they need if they're playing the pressure game.
Yep, Zest hits it back. It's center field now. Lynx just throw the ball directly into net. Maybe they heard you. They're just keeping the pressure on. Zest, big miss. And Delusion capitalizes with the first goal for Lynx.
Zest expected the bang coming out, but it was the slow play by Delusion. And you see Zest pre-jumped. He's off to the side. Delusion with the angle.
30 seconds in, already one goal. This is a great start for Lynx, the team that has been hitting
Beautiful
crossbar after side post.
They've hit 2 in a row in the net, and 3 if you include the one that was saved.
Yep, already 30 seconds. This is nuts. This is a different play Lynx.
You know, if you asked me if Lynx were going to make it, again, crossbar.
Would you say no? Would you say yes?
At the beginning of the day, I would have said no. They're not quite the caliber, but they've shown they have. They've been rising in the scene. Now they're trying to rise into RLCS.
Look at that good demo. Lynx, the RLCS spot, I mean, it's getting closer and closer. They can taste it. You have to go through league play, but that is only just the start. The share of the prize pool is disgustingly huge this season. And I mean, you might even get some Maccas. We'll find out.
It's at this moment in the game, when you're ahead, one game to go, that the nerves really pick up. You can say, we can do this. And all of a sudden, you put that pressure on yourself just to win. So this is a chance for Lynx to prove themselves under pressure. It's going to be valuable for league play.
Sammy reaches up to the ball, hits it on down, misses the second touch. But Lynx have an opportunity off the backboard, trying to finish it off with snares. And Sammy hangs on back. Lynx, we talk about those nerves. I'll tell you what, they're coming into play.
I mean, Delusion right there, hitting the backboard shows some level of composure. He needed to hit a little bit higher, but now this is Outlast. He's got the dribble. Outlast!
Oh, and Zest steals it away last second, but Noizee will equalize.
This is some real solo play coming through. It was just getting it past Sammy, putting him in a tough position, and Zest. This is the teamwork. We've seen him at the back. He comes through, and he takes the risk.
1-1, 3 minutes. Game 5 hangs in the balance, or does it? Zest sneaks, sneaky one through.
It's a zesty goal, 2 in a row. Puts them in the lead. And it was an own goal.
But look, Zest still got it. I'm going to count it as a Zest goal. But
He got in the right position. He did the best 50-50 he could.
Yeah, that's not even a 50-50, he just won.
mean?
Lynx doing the same thing. What is happening?
Hello? This is, at this rate, based on the last 10 seconds, it's going to be a 50-goal game.
15-15.
That's a really good play, though. That fast kickoff play that they do.
Absolutely.
That just gets them straight back into the game.
That's right. Now it's 2 apiece. Let's have another kickoff goal. Here we go. Who's going to get it this time? Looks like Lynx are going to get it. But actually, we've broken the curse. Outlast taking his own play. There we go. Sammy Outlast.
It's a kickoff goal.
It's a kickoff goal.
What?
Nice.
This is the solo play.
What is happening?
But Outlast with the recovery. Sammy facing backwards. He wasn't ready to go forwards on the ball. And that puts Noizees and Toxic ahead. Again, solo goal.
But Lynx will get their kickoff goal here. Hang on. We've still got 5 seconds to find out.
Oh, my God. Is this it? No, it's
No, okay. So maybe now we've broken the curse. I said it last time, but Lynx are a goal down. And in all realism, Noizees and Toxic look like they're going to take to the game 5. Noizee has another shot, and Lynx Esports have 2 minutes 30 to work with. We've gone from a calm game to a really erratic Lynx and Noizees and Toxic.
That's the pressure. That's the nerves coming through. Both teams, again, do or die. Noizees and Toxic on the edge of dying.
Yep.
And Lynx on the edge of doing.
Sammy, speaking of doing, is going to keep dribbling the ball
up. Oh, that's
Outlast
open.
Gets it in. There it is, number 4. We could be seeing another game 5.
The teamwork here, the trust, it was actually too much. There was no way the defender was getting up to that one. Outlast, again, solo play clear. This is taking them 2 goals.
So did Lynx have too much confidence, or are we just seeing Noizees and Toxic just doing what they do best? I'm not sure.
I don't think it's confidence. I think it's nerves, pressure.
So just keep it to the nerves. Outlast again, setting up for number 5. Lynx are 2 goals behind at 2 minutes. Stealing the ball away, that's great from Sammy. He falls back, and demolition from Outlast will mean that Delusion goes down, and Sammy kind of just gets ready for the passing play, setting it up to the center field of Lynx and missing the ball again. 1 minute 45, Noizees and Toxic could have just taken this to game 5.
This is the pressure play coming through. No one with boost. Outlast at 0.
Yep.
It's going to be up to his teammates to get this out. Lynx, they need to keep the pressure up.
Well, they've done exactly that. Zest will defend for another day. Noizee, 1 minute 30, just trying to get the ball away. Sammy setting it up off the backboard for Lynx Esports. A shot here is crucial, and over the top it bounces, and we're back in for Lynx.
The pressure was big, and taking this ball high, Sammy. What a pass, what positioning by Snares. They were ready for it. They set up that play. It took them 20 seconds.
Yep.
That's a long time in Rocket League.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Cheeseman. 1 minute 20, just in case I didn't know. No? I'm a score.
What to you? What's a long time in Rocket League, Dan?
A minute?
Okay.
Is that fair?
What can happen in a minute? Like 4 kickoff goals?
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened last minute coming through. Lynx are still a goal down, ladies and gents, but you have to look at Noizees and Toxic and how they're playing and the individual plays from Outlast like this. Oh, what make dreams come true?
Off the butt.
Off
the butt
the
goal.
butt.
Outlast. He tricks Snares as well, gets it off the butt, and just into the top right corner. A placement by Outlast. He's carried through. That's his hat trick.
Off the boot, Cheeseman. It came off the boot as
But
well. The boot. What
his
about
backside.
Yeah, no, the boot. Americans don't know what that is. The trunk.
The trunk.
The trunk. It's a boot, ladies and gentlemen. It's a boot.
I like it that it's a butt.
Well, it was the butt. End of the day, Cheeseman's always right. Noizees and Toxic, however. Something I have not been right about is how these guys were going to perform. We did think that Lynx would really step it up here. Close again, but Lynx, this is the curse. They have another shot. It hits the backboard. 30 seconds. They could be making this epically close. Here we go. Lynx, that was probably their last chance, but they're not done just yet. Or maybe they are. Outlast will help secure this. But I think Noizee could have just taken this to game 5.
That is definitely game 5, Hysterics. 10 seconds left, and a goal coming through from Zest. His hat-trick as well, too. The double hat-trick game.
What is happening
You
in
don't
this
see
game?
that.
It's 3 and 6. Like, we went from 1-0, 2-0 to 3-6.
Yeah, it was back and forth until it got to 4-3.
Yep.
6-3. But, now we have to see them get into game 5, and it's trouble for Lynx because in the past they could put their losses to, we just hit the side post, we weren't aiming our shots perfectly.
Yeah.
But that wasn't plaguing them this game. It happened once near the end when they'd already found themselves in a position where they couldn't win.
Didn't Outlast just step up? 3 goals, 4 shots, a couple of saves to boot. Hey, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Zest, Noizee as well, having great performances, but Noizee isn't toxic. 6-3. I mean, that was a punishing game for Lynx.
It was really punishing. Lynx, it might be hard to recover. It might be those nerves as they're on match point. And if they're going into game 5, the nerves get even bigger.
Yep.
Because now they can't lose the game. Before, if they won the game, they were through. That is a massive, pressure on yourself. And now it's you're through or you're not.
That's right. It is do or die here. Final game, best of 5 for another spot at OCE Championship League play. It's been a good day.
You don't normally see in the qualifiers a lot of really tight matchups.
No.
Often you see that there's just one team that's so much better, but it's a testament to these teams that are coming through and the improvement of the scene as a total, that they're taking it to game 5, maybe even game 5 overtime, because I think even after that, that game just ran away.
Yeah.
They have the chance to get an early lead and take out this 5th game.
Let's see if
And by they, I mean Lynx. Yeah, I was just talking about Lynx. Both of them have that chance. So
Okay.
they.
Good. Correct. Yummy Cheeseman in game number 5. We're expecting Lynx to hit another couple of side post crossbars, you name it. But let's hope one of them actually goes in. Noizees and Toxic can easily capitalize. You saw how Outlast was playing in game 4. They're looking to do it again.
Lynx. They're holding in defense. They need to be in attack.
Yep.
They can't let Outlast get these shots on. But the pressure for the first time is in Noizees and Toxic's favor, but there is a counterattack going on right now.
Sammy coming through, setting the ball up. Lynx have an opportunity. They lose it instantly. Sammy gets the demolition, but the ball's just center pass with that wall pass. It does
that
nothing.
is not a miss.
Goes over the top. Outlast there to recover.
just recovering in time. Lynx. We're actually seeing them able to beat out some players to the ball, and they have an opportunity. Oh my goodness!
Finally
that
happened.
came off the defender.
It finally happened, Cheeseman. It hit the post, but this time it went in.
Sammy pushes that forward. Noizee came in for the save, but it was perfect placement, and Lynx have taken the lead. They might be the ones to go through.
Minute has passed. 1 goal. Lynx in game 5 show they are dominant. They're doing it again. The attack continues with Snares at the front. Couple of bumps being very aggressive. Lynx could be securing their league play spot.
Oh, double commits, and the nerves coming through from Lynx once again. They need to get these clears. They need to find each other. This one's open.
The trend is there. Lynx get 1 goal. They relax, or they find the nerves creeping in, as you said. Noizees and Toxic still have 3 minutes 30 to
What's
work
going
with.
on?
Zest?
Hello?
I don't know what Lynx are doing. Their defense just sitting there.
It's just miscommunication. They didn't know who was going for that ball. And it comes down to these Game 5 nerves.
Yeah, maybe panicking is too much here. Snares is there.
That's an
Delusion.
opportunity.
Lynx should have had that. Definitely should have had that, Cheeseman. Yes, nerves. I think that's what we can put it down to each and every time. Lynx have to get past this. They have to control the game. They're at a 1 goal advantage. What else can they find?
They need to find this pressure that they're holding right now. That is their win ticket. That's their golden ticket through to the Willy Wonka factory that is RLCS.
Willy Wonka. Yeah.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
we're in the candy store right now.
Well, I mean, the thing is, when you don't have any money in the candy store, it kind of becomes pointless. And right now, Lynx are that kid who's been abandoned by their parent in the candy store, and they have no money. They've got $1. That's it. Now they've got nothing. Zest scores that from nowhere.
That was perfect by Zest. You couldn't get a better shot. If it was any lower, it might have been savable. If it was higher, it wouldn't have gone in.
I mean, not expecting that. Let's be honest, half the goals in this series we weren't expecting.
That was the first time we really saw Lynx truly overcommit this game as well.
Okay. So, good point. Let's see if Noizees and Toxic can get another one. Lynx at 2:30. Looking very impressive. There's no opening in that goal, so Noizee would just hit it on back out. But here we go. Zest has popped it up, ready for someone from Noizees and Toxic to follow through. Outlast gets the ball around to that center, but it's thrown back upfield, and Noizees and Toxic are back on the defense.
Pressure is building. They're getting some great clears. Lynx able to get it into the Noizee isn't Toxic half. But they don't have those passing positions that we've seen previously.
That's right. Lynx and Nerve still kicking in. We're about to find out. In front of the goal. Snares is there. Sammy comes rotating in. Oh, this is so close. It was Delusion, sorry. Sammy has popped on up, but Outlast, is it an overcommit? It is not. Not again. Snares will save the day.
It's getting a little choppy. Both teams not quite able to put on the play that we saw earlier in the series. It's just breaking down, but it doesn't matter. It's going down again to next goal wins.
Lynx hit the ball. It's going to be a high one. Outlast reaches up, but uses a lot of his boost to do so.
Has none.
So, none left if he sits in front of this goal. Lynx don't find the shot, however, that's close. Great save from Delusion. Lynx only just holding on, but Noizees and Toxic are starting to push and be aggressive. Outlast gets past 2, but not 3. You have to watch out for this team.
They're stepping up. The pass plays are there. That's a sign we haven't seen from Noizees and Toxic. They're looking. They're hungry. As the shot comes in, this is an opportunity, but no one from Lynx in a spot where they can capitalize.
But Outlast, that was such a nice touch coming through. Snares is back, so it turns out to be okay. 45 seconds. Noizees and Toxic are really pushing forward here. Zest is there. There it is, the second goal with 40 seconds remaining.
He's done it. Zest has come through. Where was he? He was at the back of the pitch the entire series, and he's come through. The last game he got 3 goals. This time he has 2. Zest, the miracle worker, the new guy on the block, the rookie. 40 seconds left. They might have secured themselves the spot.
And what a story for Lynx. They've been so close. It's been within their grasp.
They made such a long run.
And it's just come crumbling down, Cheeseman. Noizee isn't Toxic. Out of nowhere, 1 goal advantage. Lynx are trying their hardest to bring this game back, but they've only got 20 seconds. That's going to secure it. That's a definite win. Zest scores the third.
Lynx are going to be so sad on this one. They had the fairy tale story. Noizee isn't toxic, though. So good. 3 players, Outlast, Noizee, and Zest, all playing great Rocket League. They had a shaky start, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish.
Lynx don't have the time to work with here. I mean, 1 goal could at least give an opportunity, but it's not even going to be there. Noizee hits it back down. That's enough time to play with.
Yep.
Out of nowhere, Noizee's and Toxic impresses us. They'll get 1 last goal to finish it off and wrap it in a tight, neat bow.
They took that Happy Meal box, they wrapped their food in there, and they're taking that extra little McNugget home with them.
That's right.
They're through to league play. Again, Outlast, coming out of nowhere, finding a new team just before it comes through and joining. It's named after Noizee. They're through to the top 8. That's a minimum $1,000 US, but more importantly, again, they don't have an organization.
That's right.
Now, they're prime rib.
Damn, son, let me tell you that Noizee's and Toxic, I mean, looking really appealing. Courier Lord, for anyone that wants to pick these guys up, I think right now, you know, but individually,
Yep.
I think it was a bit back and forth, but I think individually we saw quite a lot out of Noizee's and Toxic.
Well, that's the thing. They had Outlast, who's played a lot before, and he's famous for his solo plays.
Yeah.
So they have him. They know they can back him up with Zest, who's more of a reactive player that comes forward when needed to capitalize on the mistakes. And shall we not forget, Yummy, the man himself, Noizee.
Wait, no. Oh, is that who they're named after?
Oh, no, they're named after this other guy.
Toxic,
okay,
guy
see.
called Toxic, yeah.
Lynx, again, we saw them hit the side post and the crossbar over and over again. That's so devastating for them. Their first run, they're a new team, they're a rising team, and I'm hoping that we see them stay together for the next run because they are out.
That's right. Lower bracket coming through. That means one of the last spots have been secured by Noizee isn't Toxic. There's only 1 left, however, Cheeseman, Courier Lord. We've got the winners of the Vinyl Room and the Square. 1 going up against, remind me of the last team. Who are we looking
Conspiracy.
at? Conspiracy. So, big opportunities line wait. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a quick 5-minute break. But then when we return, our last spot at the OCE League play. We'll see you soon.